I've been reviewing headphones and earbuds for a while now, and I gotta say that it's pretty rare for me to see a company that's never released a pair of headphones before actually release one and get it right the first time. And I gotta say that Apple actually knocked it out of the park with the AirPods Max. At launch, we praised the AirPods Max for its unique design, impressive sound quality, and excellent noise-canceling performance. But that was almost 4 years ago, and ever since then, plenty of other impressive ANC headphones have flooded the market. So considering that it's been so long, are the AirPods Max still worth buying today? Well, that's what we're here to find out. I've been using these headphones for a few weeks now, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys a few reasons why I think the AirPods Max is still worth buying in 2024, but I'll also share some issues I faced with the headphones that could be a deal breaker for you. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Okay, so what holds up? Well, first, the sound quality is a big reason why these headphones are still good today. Now, not to say that they're perfect, there's definitely room for improvement, but overall, you're gonna like how these sound. Looking at our lab results, the AirPods Max aligns very closely with our in-house preference curve, which is a measurement of what we think sounds good to most people. This means that based on the frequency response alone, there is a very high chance you will enjoy how these headphones sound. However, the AirPods Max does have a 5 decibel underemphasis between 2 to 6 kilohertz. Now this means that if you are listening to really heavy bass music, you might hear less detail than you may be used to from instruments like hi-hats, cymbals, and high octave synths. During my experience with the headphones, I thought that the AirPods Max sounded pretty good when listening to EDM and pop tracks, but I did find myself wanting a little bit more detail in the highs, especially for more lo-fi tracks. Now when you look at the multidimensional audio quality score, the AirPods Max scored a 4.5 overall. For reference, the AirPods Max scores higher overall than the Sony XM4 and XM5 headphones, and even the Sonos Ace. However, the AirPods Max does fall behind slightly against the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones and Sennheiser Momentum 4 wireless headphones, although by just a hair. Still, with an overall score of 4.5, you are very likely to enjoy the sound of these headphones out of the box, which is a relief since you unfortunately don't have any EQ features to play with in iOS. If you want to tune these cans to your liking, then you're gonna have to rely on the equalizer built into your streaming service of choice or by using a third-party app. Now besides sound quality, the AirPods Max also excels in noise cancellation performance, and despite being almost 4 years old, the AirPods Max still holds the title as one of the best noise-canceling headphones currently on the market. Based on our lab tests, the AirPods Max can reduce the loudness of outside noise by about 87%, making it better at canceling noise than the Sony XM4 and XM5 headphones, though not to be outdone by the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones, which cancel out just a little bit more noise on average, though not by much. Rest assured, the AirPods Max will be an excellent pick if you're looking for a pair of headphones that can quiet screechy subway cars on your morning commute, or if you just want to drown out the airplane engine rumbles on your next flight across the Pacific. And I also gotta say that the AirPods Max has one of the best implementations of transparency mode we've ever used. The feature activates quickly, voices sound natural when speaking with others, and the headphones do a good job of piping in ambient noise without sounding unnatural or jarring. So these headphones are a great choice if you find yourself constantly switching between listening modes. Another reason why the AirPods Max is still worth buying, even 4 years later, is because of all the extra software features. For example, I own an iPhone, iPad, and MacBook Pro, and I really enjoy the convenience of being able to switch from one device to the other automatically. It just works so well, and all you really need to do to set that up is to make sure that you're logged into the same Apple ID on all your devices, which you already do anyway during setup, so it really kinda works like magic. Also, I am a big fan of immersive formats, and Apple Spatial Audio is still one of the best spatial audio implementations I've ever used. I'd even go as far as saying that it sounds way better than Bose immersive audio. It does a good job rendering a good illusion of 3D space, and listening to Dolby Atmos tracks on Apple Music sounds great on these headphones. In my opinion, the only other headphones that rivals the AirPods Max when it comes to spatial audio is the Sonos Ace, and if you want to learn more about that, then check out my deep dive in this video right here. It's clear by now that the performance of the AirPods Max still holds up to today. However, there are a few ways that the AirPods Max is starting to show its age, and some of these issues could be a deal breaker for some users. But before I get into that, I would love it if you guys would like the video, subscribe, and let us know in the comments down below what you want to see next. Alright, so I gotta say that the design of the AirPods Max may be a big reason why the AirPods Max may not be the best choice for some people. Sure, it looks really nice, it looks beautiful, it's got a very unique design, but maintaining this is actually a bit of a pain. For example, if you're like us at SoundGuys and bought the white ones, then you'll know that these headphones do not stay white for long. These headphones quickly went from white to yellow in less than a year, and it was not pretty. In fact, to make these headphones even presentable to camera right now, we actually had to find the instructions to remove the headband and learn how to do a deep clean using a brush and soap. Our poor intern spent about an hour doing that. And yes, it does look nice after the wash, but you'll also note that because of all the brushing that had to have been done to clean the headband or the canopy, it did result in the canopy losing a bit of its structural integrity. You can see that the fabric is kind of sagging more than it did when we bought the headphones, which is a little annoying. Now, we also tried to clean the ear cups, but during that process, we actually ended up tearing the mesh inside, and so we just ended up buying a replacement set from Apple. Now, I will give Apple some props here, though, because I do love this magnetic ear pad design, which makes the pads easy to replace, but $69 for a replacement pair of ear pads? Yeah, not great. For reference, I think the replacement ear pads on something like the Bose QC45s are what, 20 bucks for a pair? But I guess that's just the Apple tax. Also, because of the metal construction on the ear cup and headband, these headphones are heavy and can be uncomfortable to wear over a long period of time. That being said, if you really are thinking about buying the AirPods Max, I highly recommend first going to an Apple store and trying out a pair of these headphones on your head before you actually buy them, just to make sure that you are personally comfortable with the weight. Now, if you are okay with the weight and you are dead set on buying the AirPods Max anyway, then please take my advice and buy any other color but white. For the sake of keeping a presentable look on your AirPods, I'd highly recommend going for the space gray or sky blue colors, which are my personal favorites. Just anything but the white one. No, God! No, God! Please, you will thank me later. And to wrap up the design issues, we cannot forget about the case. Many reviewers before me have already poked fun at the sports bra-esque design, so I'm gonna keep this short. The case really doesn't do much to protect the headphones beyond preventing scratches on the metallic part of the ear cups, and all the case really does is ensure that your headphones enter a ultra low power mode to save on battery life, because you cannot turn off the headphones. There's no power button, which is quite an odd omission. Beyond that, the case just looks ridiculous. It's bad form with very limited function. Now, moving past the design quirks, another reason why the AirPods Max may be hard to justify in 2024 is because of the limited connection options, though this is also a problem with the entire AirPods line in general. The AirPods Max, like the other AirPods, only support the SBC and AAC Bluetooth codecs, so you're not getting any higher quality audio on iPhones, and there's no Snapdragon sound, there's no aptX lossless, no aptX adaptive, none of the higher quality codec options are available to you with the AirPods Max. Also, since these headphones were made before the EU forced Apple's hand, the AirPods Max don't currently have USB-C, and instead use the older infamous Lightning cable. So in order to charge the AirPods Max, you're gonna have to use a Lightning cable, if you've still got one around. And if you wanna listen wired, then you're also gonna need to buy the Lightning to 3.5mm adapter, which will run you about $10 after tax. Battery life is also a bit of a sore spot for these headphones, because in our labs, the AirPods Max lasted around 21 hours on a single charge with ANC on. Now, I will say that's gonna be fine for a flight or two and maybe even a couple of commutes, but it is worth noting that the AirPods Max doesn't last as long as newer flagships from Bose, Sony, or Sonos. Furthermore, because the AirPods Max uses the older H1 chip for processing ANC and all the other software features, you do miss out on newer features like adaptive audio and conversation awareness, which are available on AirPods Pro 2, which have the newer H2 chip. So considering all these limitations, do the AirPods Max have enough redeeming qualities to justify buying them today? Should you buy them in 2024? Well, at the current eye-watery retail price of $549 US, the AirPods Max is a little hard to justify buying today, especially since you can get comparable headphones like the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra, Sony WH-1000 XM5, or even the Sonos Ace for about $100 less. But if you can snag the AirPods Max on a sale, or you just buy them secondhand, or if you just simply can't live without the convenience offered to Apple users, or you're just really not willing to wait for the new and improved AirPods Max 2 to come out eventually, then yeah, the AirPods Max is a pretty good buy. If you buy them, you won't be disappointed. As old as these headphones may be, they still offer great sound quality, excellent noise cancellation, and seamless integration with Apple devices. And if you can get past the sticker shock, then you'll understand why the AirPods Max definitely still holds up today. But before you actually go out and buy the AirPods Max, I highly recommend checking out the Sonos Ace, which were a pair of headphones designed to compete directly with Apple's flagship. And if you want to know how the Sonos Ace compares to the AirPods Max, then make sure to check out my review video right here.